Hi, Jeremy the Tall Trainer here, and I'm going to show you a park workout. So I call this one loop-de-loop tag, and it's done really best with a partner. I'm going to show you how you can do it by yourself as well, but every workout's better with a partner, and this one definitely has a tag component, so it's a lot better to tag off with somebody. So what we're going to do is you're going to do your resistance exercise, and then you're going to either walk or you're going to jog, or I guess even run around a certain distance. So I've paced it out. This loop over here, so you can show you. It is at Baker Park. So this little driveway around here. If you walk that, or if you run that twice, that's about the right amount of time. So you're looking for something that's about 45 seconds to a minute 15 seconds. You know, or yeah, to get that distance. So that could be an out and back, or it could be around a loop there. So it could be around a field or something like that, and then back. What you're going to do is one person does a resistance exercise, and then while they're doing that, the other person is going to be walking or running around the loop. And then when they get back, they switch off. They tag off and they switch places. All right. So the first one is going to be a plank. So we can do that. I'll show you right on the hard ground here. The grass is a little wet today. So right on here, right on the elbows and toes, or elbows and knees, squeezing the abs in. You're just holding that position there. All right. So we're locking that core up as you're holding there. The most important parts of this: make sure your shoulders away from the ears. Make sure the abs are pulled in as you're doing that, and make sure you've got good hip position there. A lot of times people will throw their hips up in the air while they're doing this one. Try to keep the hips low while you're doing that one, holding and bracing there. So while one person's doing that, the other person will go out and loop around. If you are by yourself, you can hold a plank as long as you can stand it, and then get up and take that loop, and then come back to that plank. What you do is you keep a 5-minute timer running, and you just keep going through that until that 5 minutes is up. The next one, so once you're done with that 5 minutes of that one, let me just double check here, is a squat hold. So the next one is a squat hold. So you're going to be down, weight on the heels, knees out away from each other, chest out, butt out, back nice and straight as we're doing that squat hold. So you're getting as low as you can while you're doing that. And maybe you're praying that your partner gets back real fast. Please come back quickly. And so they're going to be running around, they're going to come back, and then you're going to take off and run around. You're going to slap hands, you take off. You either walk or run. So make sure you don't run unless you think you really have the strength for that running part. You know, I don't want you having an injury by going to that next level and going further on. So 5 minutes of going back and forth, squat, hold, and run. And if it's by yourself, you hold as long as you can stand it, then go for the run. All right. The next one is push-ups. I'm going to show you push-ups. You can do them on the ground, of course. So you can do them right here, and be pushing the floor there. You got shoulders away from the ears, abs in tight, back nice and straight. As you're doing that, make sure the head's not dipping towards the ground. We need good posture while we're doing these exercises. We don't have good posture, we got nothing. All right, so you can also do that off of a bench here too. All right, so you find a bench. Most parks have benches around. So you just do the push-ups off of that bench there, right in there, shoulders away from the ears, abs in tight, all that good stuff happening while you're doing that push-up. And then when your partner gets back, you tag off and go around taking turns on that one. Otherwise, you could do maybe 20 reps of the push-up. And that's when if you're by yourself, then go for a little jog, come back, do it again. All right, the next one, field goal squeeze. All right, so you got squeezing down, squeezing back. So working that posture really, really well on the field goal squeeze. Keep those abs pulled in. For this one, you're just gonna do a handful. I'd say, like, somewhere between 6 and 8, field goal squeezes there. So you're squeezing down, squeezing back, and then release and squeeze again, about 5 to 10 seconds per squeeze. Now, so that's if you're by yourself. If you got your partner, obviously, when they get back, you tag off and then you go. All right. The next one, booty bridge. All right, so we're going to be on the ground here, laying on your back, heels pulled in towards you, squeezing the hips up. So the closer the feet are together, the harder it is. The closer your feet are towards you, that's pretty good. If they're out too far, you get too much hamstring. So you want them kind of heels right underneath the knees there, squeezing up as high as you can. If you want to make it a little bit harder, squeeze your knees in towards you. And you're squeezing up there. If you're with a partner, well, actually, even whether you're a partner or not, you can just go up and down a little bit there. If you're by yourself, you're going to do 20 times. If you're with a partner, you're just waiting for them to get back. All right, so just down just a little bit, squeeze all the way back at the top. Make sure you get that full height at the top of that booty bridge there. All right, the next one is we got the tricep push-ups. So you go back to a bench over here. You could also do it off the ground. Off the ground, you're going to have hands turned out, hands a lot narrower. You're shifted forward a lot more, and we're coming down and up with that tricep push-up. When you're doing a tricep push-up, you want to imagine that there is maybe barbecue sauce on your elbows, and you're going to baste those ribs. All right, so you're rubbing it right on the sides of your body there, so make sure they're not coming out, because then it's more like a regular push-up and probably too much rotator cuff involved there. So we got the hands on there, chest out, butt out there, abs in tight, and we're keeping those elbows squeezed in, and that's going to keep it focused in the tricep. If the top of the bench is too easy, but the floor is too hard, you can actually use the lower part of the bench for that as well. All right, so that would get a little bit more difficulty without getting the full difficulty being all the way on the ground. And so if you're by yourself, you're doing about 20 reps. If you're with a partner, when they get back, then you go. All right, so working that 5 minutes again. We have the legs out abs, another one here. So you'll be laying on the ground, you know, for this one here. Again, legs out, abs in tight, kicked out there. Try to keep your head down while you're doing it. Really pulling in those abs. Lower your legs out as much as you can stand. If you go too far out with the legs, your back starts to arch. You lose that lower abdominal work. All right, so I don't want you going out so far that you're just hitting the hip flexor, lower back. So you keep it up a little bit. Really pull, really focus on that pull in, almost like you're trying to lift your tailbone off the ground while you're doing that. All right, so you can do that as long as you can stand it if you're by yourself. And then if not, you know, you do that obviously till your partner gets back, slap hands and take off. All right, and then we got one more. Last one is the arm circles. All right, so the arm circles. So we're really gonna be circling those arms really big. It's driven by the shoulder blades as we're doing this motion. So we're squeezing shoulder blades away from the ears as we're doing that. So go up, back, and down. Really get that good downward squeeze as we're getting that happening. Make sure the hands aren't turning back as we're doing that, to try to make it feel like you've gotten farther. It's not driven by the hands. Don't circle with the hands. If you circle with the hands, it's rotator cuff. So make sure it's more about the shoulder blades. The hands just follow the shoulder blades as you make those circles there. All right, so we've got that, and then you're taking off. All right, and if you're by yourself, you're doing about 20 reps. If you're by yourself doing that one. And so each one of those, 5 minutes each one, taking that turn to do some cardio and strength, cardio and strength, cardio and strength. A fun way to get going, these exercises going with a friend, and it's all right time if you're doing it by yourself too, but a chance to kind of inject that strength and cardio, combine it together, have some fun in the outdoors. So every exercise may not be the right one for you, so be careful as you're trying this out. So use caution, use good form, good technique, and if you're unsure of yourself, get somebody, a professional, to help you out, make sure you've got the right positions for these ones. Have fun, be safe.